This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range. With my next installment on 8, I'm going to make the best video on this rifle there is on YouTube. This is the Iver Johnson Model X. Some people say it's the Model 10, some being Roman numeral 10. Some people say it's the letter X. I really don't know. It says on the gun, Iver Johnson Arms and Cycle Works, Fitchburg, Massachusetts, USA. Safety bolt action, 22 short, long, and long rifle, Model X, patented, I don't know, I can make it out there. It's very lightly struck, and this gun's a little on the worn side. This gun was manufactured from 1928 to 1932. This particular model had a short life. Now, they went on to manufacture a different variation on this gun that was called the 2X and the 2XA. And they were made up until about 1940. This thing weighs about 4.5 pounds. And is a interesting design in that it's a single shot rifle that cocks on closing. You don't have to cock it yourself, it'll cock automatically, and it'll also put itself automatically on safe. And how that works is the bolt comes back like this, and the bolt plug, okay, has a little mechanism on it that protrudes, and when it goes back into battery, it pushes the bolt plug around into a configuration where it's on its safety. And it goes like that. So now the gun is cocked and on safe. All you have to do to get it off safe is simply thumb it down and it's off safe. If you want to put it back on safe, you can simply pull it back and bring it up like this. Okay? And if you want to go one end battery hammer down, because it's a hammer arrangement, it retains a hammer here which is associated with a firing pin. So you see that gap right there, this counterweight goes forward and drives the firing pin forward when you pull the trigger. Kind of like a click-clack, except it's a single shot. You can simply pull it down, take it off safe, hold your bolt plug and ease it forward on a live round, and you can have it safe that way. That's not safe at all, because if it falls some way and strikes that bolt plug, it can fire the weapon. So safe is on safe, not on safe ain't safe. Okay? Pretty simple arrangement. Now, let's shoot it a little bit. At 15 yards, I've got a target up down there. I got a police silhouette target where I'm fixing to do a patterning test for buckshot in a few minutes. And I got a target dot stuck to it. So we're going to try that. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds. This may take all day. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds. This is a Aguila Super Extra in the uncoated bullet. It's got a nice schnabel out here on the end of it to hold on to. That makes it pretty convenient. And the later ones, you know, the ones in the next series don't have this schnabel, and they have a little bit better sight on them. So let's get a hold of the schnabel and see how it actually shoots. I'll lay a gun down on its schnabel. Take a gun off safe because you can't see the sights when it's on safe. Was rather unexpected. There we go. Get up there. Goes back on safe. Knock her off safe. This one doesn't have any trigger creep at all. You grab a hold of the trigger and you better be ready for it to go. Now, that may be a wear issue or a design issue. And bear in mind, this gun's getting pretty old. But let's take her off safe. You push on that trigger, you better be ready. All right, get us another one up here. Move to the 5-shot group and see how she shoots. I know this gun shoots pretty good because about 30 years ago, me and my cousin Ed were out on a camping trip and I spotted a groundhog about 80 yards away. And I grabbed this rifle with a CCI mini mag in it and killed that groundhog at about 80 yards. So I know it shoots pretty good, at least at range. And I've sunk a lot of beer cans in Lake Cumberland with this thing too. Alrighty. Alrighty poo. Let's go down and take a look at it, see what we actually did for accuracy on a pinpoint accuracy test. This I get my cardio walking back and forth, walking back and forth down range checking targets. That was a nice handy little group that you can cover with your thumb. At 15 yards, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, considering that gun's getting pretty close to being 100 years old. Getting pretty close to being 100 years old. And me and my cousin Ed have had a hold of it ever since his papaw gave it to him. So, you know, it, he's probably seen a little abuse. Today's market, well, I don't know. You know, they only made about 4,000 of these things, and a great number of them have been destroyed and lost over the years. They do have a collector following, especially these like this that are the older ones. Especially ones like this that are the older ones. I estimate the actual value of this gun in today's market around $200, $150 to $200. There is a good following on antique single-shot rifles. They're just very popular. People seem to want them just to hang them up on the wall and look at them, not to take them out squirrel hunting. So we're like, well, that's about right, $150 to $200. You see them at shows every once in a while, and they want heavenly money for them. Okay, the gun show used to be the place for the bargain. Now it's the place to go get robbed. But I'd say this gun's worth $150 to $200 in today's market without too much trouble. Well, all right then. That's about the size of it. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me no dollar in a Patreon bucket if you want to on the way out the door. And if you don't, I keep right on making content for you. Let's continue to be careful. There's a lot of ruffians out on the street, especially in major cities. You know, you see people out on the street with signs and throwing beer bottles and howling at the moon. Just turn around and go the other way. Don't get involved in it with their smart money. All right then, God bless everybody, and we'll see you soon.